Let's go.
Hey guys, what's up, guys? My name is Gabriel. Okay, anyways, Gabriel's live. The Gabriel Show, episode 6. This my friend was here. I'm talking about the guy named Legendary Bennett here. What's up, Bennett? What's up, Bennett?
How you doing? Happy to be here.
He's Access Raider stuff. This is another guy named Joseph. What's up, Joseph?
Hi, Gabe. Long-time listener, first-time caller. So I'm excited to be here.
This is live. Then when my co-host, not a co-host, Michael. What's up, Michael?
What's up, Gabe? I sped super fast to be here on time for you.
That's good. Cool to hear. So it's just a bunch of good fans here. Just talking about some stuff, baseball topics, smartest fans in the whole wide world. Sports fans, Chicago White Sox, the greatest fans. I've been saying for years, and it's now.
Gabe, who are you wearing tonight?
Hold on.
You don't remember?
Who said?
Does Gabe not remember? Oh, is he like? He's like. It happens.
Gabe.
It happens, Joseph.
Yeah, that happens every now and then.
Like this.
We can just keep going. Joe, who are you wearing tonight?
I am wearing a classic 05 Juan Uribe World Series Championship jersey that I got when I was like, I don't know, 11.
And it still fits you?
There's Gabe. Gabe's rocking the Chris Sale. It looks like it might be the green Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Chris Sale jersey.
I'm a big fan of buying jerseys big and then kind of wearing them like a cape billowing in the wind. Kind of makes me feel better than the average fan.
Bennett's cool stuff. He's going to do a sports talk radio. Bennett does his own radio stuff here, right, Bennett?
I work kind of the background of sports talk radio.
Yeah. So
I'm a big fan that Gabe uses all of our full names. I dig it.
Well,
to be clear,
guys, so it works out. I think, don't you two, Bennett?
What?
You prefer going by your full name, right?
Yeah, you guys are the only one. Like the people from the group me are the only people that call me Ben.
Well, because your username is Big Ben. Sorry.
No, I don't. I'm not mad about it. I just know everyone else.
Mike.
Well, Michael, you prefer going by Michael, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate Mike.
Right. So Bennett prefers going by Bennett. Michael prefers going by Bennett. I guess I'm the only one who's different.
I prefer myself Gabriel because I need to establish the old name was people don't subscribe knowing it's Bearstown. I just dropped the name, changed the name. I was before Gabriel. It's like this one. I'm not gonna be the character anymore. It was that was a long time ago. And like I put on Twitter, I went before it's Gabriel, and now people call me Gabriel now. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard now because I don't wanna. You know what I mean? So, anyways, guys, I'm here to talk about the bullpen. I know people want to know the cluster. Fuck the bullpen. I'm gonna tell you. Same language, guys. Cluster.
I mean,
all right, Gabe. Who's your favorite bullpen artist who isn't Nate Jones?
It's hard. Like I said, of all time. Oh, right now. Zero. Nada. It's crap. You can't trust nobody. Like they get like one. That was like none, zero. Other than Jones, I'm praying. It's like yay! Oh, the fans are nuts. I'm telling you, like Philly fans. Like if he goes in the race, you know what I mean?
You know, I'm a big fan of Farquhar, mainly just because I like his name. Also, Aaron Bummer, I like his name as well.
I think
they're both
names are the key to a good bullpen arm.
I mean, name like the best bullpens ever. They all have great names, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the key?
Era, amazing name.
Right.
Need I say?
What's his face for San Diego? The guy with the face and OT. Hoffman.
That's a great name because it's like off, man. You're out.
Exactly. Billy Wagner. That is a classic name.
Wagon.
What's my last name?
How about the our friend's bullpen name? How about name? Duque so that's a picture.
Al Duque is an all-time great nickname, and
Oh,
Orlando
Duque.
by itself.
Right, but that's a
Bobby
nickname.
James.
I'm talking like a full name, like
Orlando
your God-given last name.
All right, my
Orlando-
favorite name of all time. My favorite player, the Sox player bullpen name is Keith Book.
Keith Fulton's a good one.
Bobby Harvey.
Ash Gordon's a personal favorite for mine, but he also played on like every team.
I'm a fan of Bobby. Keith Fox, my favorite player of all. My favorite closest Bobby James and Keith Fox and Bobby Harvey. I met all three of them at the Sox.
That's awesome.
Bobby James, Dustin Hermanson was pretty cool.
Dustin Hermanson, that's a fucking name, man.
Dustin Hermanson's like so let's cut the bullshit. Here's the reality. Look, has the bullpen been great? No.
Has it been bad? Absolutely. It's like not just been like has it been great? No, it's been absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it has been bad. Were we expecting it to be anything but? No.
I guess I think Adam said it best last time. Is like, you know, it sucks because like last year we were expecting to be a terrible team and it was fine. But this year we have a little bit higher expectations. So watching our team just piss leads away when we're scoring, you know, anywhere between 5 and 9 runs a game, it sucks. Like, it just sucks to watch. I mean, yes, we're not supposed to be good, but I think fans are expecting just a little bit more than last year, and we're clearly not getting it because our bullpen is so awful. Like, I don't even know anyone in the bullpen except for Farquhar, what's-his-face, who pitched for the Royals a bunch of years, Nate Jones, and that guy whose name starts with an A.
Avilan. I like Avilan a lot.
Avilan's probably been him and Farquhar have been decent.
Yeah, like Farquhar had one bad like game, and everyone's freaking out. He's been good the other two, and
I think Farquhar is actually a decent bullpen arm. He just had one awful game.
Right. So and that's kind of my problem with people going, "Oh, Soria, he can't do it." Like, yeah, okay, he had a bad game, but I'm going to trust him to turn it around more than I am anyone else in that bullpen, just because he's been there enough.
He's a dang hitter, yeah. I think
older, but like he's not too old to the point where like, oh no way he can even.
Right.
He was all right last year, and I'm hoping for him to be all right. Nate Jones takes the tough hitters. Joakim Soria hopefully gets those easy bottom of the lineup guys.
It's to compare it to Cleveland is Nate Jones is Andrew Miller. He comes in, he is the effector or the relief, whichever term you prefer.
I feel like that's a bold statement because Nate Jones
he's not that level. Just like
I don't think he's that good, but I think that's his role on the team. Is he's the guy who comes in when you need him, not just as the like.
I mean, we'll see. Well, I think he could be that role, but we'll see how that plays out because I think you have a combo of Tito being a bit bolder than Ricky, and on top of it, like I don't think you'll ever see Nate Jones coming in like the 5th inning to put out a fire of a must-win game. But who knows because we aren't a playoff team.
Wow.
I was going to say because we aren't going to be in a must-win game.
That's probably true. So it's like who I guess he could be because I think Nate Jones has the talent if he stays healthy.
Right. Theoretically, we're in a high leverage situation because it's the White Sox. James Shields had to start the game. He gets pulled in the 5th inning. Bases are loaded, 1 out. What reliever are you sending into that game?
Right now, I guess Nate Jones.
That's
because Nate Jones is literally the only person in the bullpen I have full confidence in.
Here's the thing I'm talking about now. The bullpen has been crap for years. Last year's bullpen was a lot better than this year's bullpen. Last year's bullpen, we have a start in Dave Robertson, right? In Tom Kane. You know what I mean?
I think all right, hold on, continue.
I think Saxon Hall win team. I'd be on Saxon Hall team because the hitters. You know what I mean? The problem has a bullpen need to be fixed. I said it I said it to Jordan, sports fan forever. The bullpen is going to cost like games. I was fearing this coming season the bullpen's a problem. We gotta fix it. Despite we score, I think the Sox hitters need to score a lot once. Because the bullpen's gonna screw up.
I think some issues with the bullpen in years past has been more like injury. Because, I mean, Zach Putnam, when he was healthy, he was good. I mean, he was really good. And I think Petrichka, when he was healthy, he was also really good. So you're talking, you have Robertson, who had his shaky moments. I remember him just getting obliterated by Donaldson every time he came in. But then between him, Petrichka, and Putnam and Nate Jones, like that's a solid 4 pitchers.
Right. That they just weren't 100% for the last 3 years, basically. Like, that was the real problem. And then the reason everyone's going, oh, the bullpen sucked last year is, again, you traded 6 guys from that bullpen.
It's
no team is 7 deep in the bullpen. Like, that's not how teams are.
That's literally the bullpen.
Right, like
5 + 7 is 12, about 13 pitchers. I mean, that makes sense. So, like, you're one pitcher shy.
Right. If a team has their last pitcher in the bullpen as a stud, they're making the playoffs. Like, that's the kind of team you're looking at. So, like, yeah, okay, the bullpen's not great this year, but like, what were you really expecting? Like,
right. I mean, if we had the bullpen of last year with like Canely and Robertson and Jennings and like those guys, I think we could actually be like a formidable, and maybe not formidable. That's too bold of a term. I think we could be a sneaky, decent team.
I would rather have the prospects we got than having those guys. I mean, obviously, I'll take a Cordell. I'll give a chance on Rutherford and Ian Clark and those guys over having that bullpen that can sneak us hopefully into the postseason.
But what do we get for Jennings? Gillespie?
Casey Gillespie.
Yeah, and he's trash. He's like a 180 career hitter in the minor leagues. Like, I'd rather have
he was good last year.
Yeah, no, he was fine. He's got a hole in his swing, but like, if you're trading a reliever on a 1-year deal for a prospect, you're not going to get like a stud prospect. Like, Cordell was lucky. Like, we're lucky Cordell looked so good. Like,
I guess I'm just kind of like pessimistic in the sense, like, I would rather keep a decent bullpen arm than get a quadruple A prospect.
Triple A team.
I think I'm happier with Avilan than Jennings, because I mean Jennings was a lefty, but he really didn't provide that, like, his
loogie.
They were pretty even. I mean, he was like solid against both sides. Where I mean, Avilan gives you a good lefty specialist. So that Jennings not really the one I'm missing, and I mean Swarzak was a rental anyways. Canely's going to be the one that's always going to kind of hurt us.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because, again, as I've said many times, like, there is no correlation year to year from a reliever playing well. For every Mariano who, like, is amazing for 15 years, there's a guy who's great for 2 years, then is first in baseball for 2 years, and it's good. Like, look at Bradley. Was the best in 2004 and 2005, had the 2 home runs, terrible in 06 and 07, and by 08 was great again in time for the Phillies to win it all. Like, it's complete fucking – it's a wave. There's
the other thing was, with Canely, he wasn't really good until he came to the Sox. Like, hold on, let me pull up his numbers.
How happened near Cots? Near was 05 near Cots. That's the reason Bobby Jenks wasn't really that good until he came to the Sox.
Well, he wasn't really trying to make him a starter. That was the problem. They were trying to stretch him out, and he just didn't have a starter's arm.
I have a friend who used to be in Athletic Angel AA system when Bobby Jenks was there, and he had to like train with Bobby Jenks, and he said Jenks had like a flaming skull tattoo covering like his whole thigh from like knee to hip.
I don't even come that way. I was like, speaking of Bobby Jenks, I was a fan of Bobby Jenks. I want to become fat. I really want to be fat. I was like, Bobby Jenks so fast. I'm going to pick up Bobby Jenks.
All right. Question. Bobby Jenks, yes or no to the blonde goatee?
Bobby Jenks.
No.
I was a big no to that blonde goatee. I thought it was disgusting.
It was like wiry.
Yeah, like it was like the 15-year-old like, look, I can grow these 6 hairs out.
Howard James, the man.
Tommy Kahnle, before he came to the Sox in 2016, had a 4.19 and a 4.86 ERA. And that was in 68.2 and 33.1 innings. So it's like he wasn't good when he came to the Sox, and he turned it around. And I don't know if it was just something clicked because he was young. I don't know if it was our pitching staff. Who knows?
To be fair, he was also pitching in Colorado.
That's true, but he is a strikeout pitcher, so that usually helps.
Yeah.
First year, his ERA plus was still a 102, so he was still an above-average pitcher, even with the 4.19.
Okay, yeah, but the next year he was a 96, but then I feel like your relievers, their ERA plus should be significantly higher because that's their job.
Damn. How about the bullpen that came before us? You know, I'm putting bullpen. I think actually had the best center was Bobby Howie and Keith Falk. I think those sections were pretty much have Dustin Herman and Bobby Jenks. But also, White Sox didn't have a closer contribution. Shingo Tetsu was a closer.
Takatsu, second rookie of the year voting in 04. Had the 56-mile-an-hour changeup. It was amazing.
Amazing. 05, he got like he was different. The closer for
he didn't make the playoff roster, right?
He got cut.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was super weird. But the other thing, like getting back to this Kahnle, like, yeah, okay, we got rid of him, but like in reality, we took a guy who again had a 4.86 ERA, and we turned him into a prospect who's been a top 100 guy. Did he have a tough year last year? Yeah, he did. He's also only in high A. He's got 3 years before he's expected to make it to the majors. So, like...
Yeah, nice game the other day.
People going like Rutherford's done. Like, Rutherford's not done.
How old is Rutherford?
He was in
the draft like 2 years ago. He's a baby.
Russ is really nice. That's all I'm going to talk
20 years old.
Trust that dude.
Shit, he's 20. Yeah, he's 20. Yeah, he's got a shit ton of time to develop.
Oh, God.
And he's in high A. We're acting like he's doing this in AAA. Like, relax.
Let me see what he did today, because he had a good game.
I'm looking at our 25-man roster, and our bullpen is just fucking disgusting.
Nah, it's not good, but we knew it wasn't going to be good.
Do you think Infante can bounce back? He had a nice year last year. It was a slow start, but it turned out like everyone was like, it's September, and it's like, oh, Infante sucks. And I'm like, turn it around. I mean,
I'm really confused because his BB ref page goes from age 22 to age 29 and nothing in between.
Infante, I think it was just
minors or anything.
I think it was just straight minors, like that time.
Yeah,
it must have been. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I guess. See, he was started in 2006. Was like the rookie ball, and then he went all the way to.
Must have been a 5 pick or something, right? That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you go on Winston-Salem's webpage, on the homepage on the left side, it's an Alec Hansen pitch face picture. Just if you want to enjoy that.
I love Alec Hansen pitch face. Yeah, I don't know what.
How about Bizarre? He was trash.
What are we talking about?
It's like bullpen. Bizarre. Remember Bizarre? 54? Ronaldo? Bizarre was trash.
Are you talking about Minaya?
No, a couple years ago. Ronaldo.
Years ago?
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Ronaldo.
I'll be right back. I can go get more beer.
That was not
fucking name.
who the hell was that? It was like a starter who had like a 5 walk per 9. Who am I thinking?
Worse.
Shy Sox fan Mike loves Ronaldo, though. Sorry.
Oh, there was Anthony. No, I just lost it again. Rienzo. He was my guy. I was convinced he was going to be good.
You know who my guy was?
Who's that?
Who?
Octavio Dotel.
I actually
He was
did.
good. That guy was good.
Actually, did know that.
My guy was Keith Folk.
My guy, probably forever.
Keith Folk is my favorite closer of all time.
All right, we have a question in from the crowd. What do you guys think of Yolmer's future? And I know what Michael thinks of Yolmer's future.
Let's now make this better topics.
But like if we're being serious, I feel like at this point he should be the starter till like Burger's ready or whatever happens with Machado. Well, I guess that would be next.
So here's my question, like legitimately, because I agree with you. If they get Machado next year, who goes where? Because I feel like he has to get the at-bats.
Are we assuming Machado is willing to play third? Because I feel like
I'm assuming if Machado, I'm going to say Machado goes to shortstop. You can either move Anderson to third, move Anderson to the outfield, do anything else you want. I'm going to say Machado plays shortstop.
I mean, Tim's value isn't as bad. I imagine he could be an okay center fielder, but I guess we're just assuming, he's fast. He can play the outfield like the Mariners are basically doing with D. Gordon. But obviously, Anderson's a lot younger, and I feel like we can mold him into, like, at least hopefully a serviceable outfielder. But like I was saying earlier with moving Tim to the outfield the last episode, you have to trade Avi at that point because you have too many mouths. You're going to have Eloy, and you're not going to DH Eloy at that young of an age.
Well, I think honestly the one who's going to end up losing out on it's going to be Nicky. I think Nicky's the odd man out in the outfield before Avi. I think that
I have no faith in Nicky.
Nicky did the same thing every other rookie for the White Sox has done, which is comes up, hits 300 for a week and a half on the face of the earth. So
something that I wanted to bring up, like every time I see it on like the chats, is like, remember like 3 years ago or 2 years ago when all the Sox fans were completely broken up about trading Trace Thompson, and he's been trash. Just trash. But I can't believe we traded Trace. Like, this is awful. I can't believe our lives are this awful. And it's like, you know what? He had a good 2-3 weeks, and then like he hit literally everything. And he's not a good player.
No, did you see he was on 3 teams in 48 hours this week?
Yeah, I saw that. And it's like that was like when I thought about it, I was like, oh man, that's terrible. Like, who do we even trade him for?
That was the 3-team trade we sent. That was the Todd Frazier trade.
Totally worth it, in my opinion.
100%. I still get a Trace Thompson jersey.
It's someone in that trade. Let me see if it's in my closet, just so I can show how dumb this thing is.
You do not. If you have the player in that trade that I think you have, I am actually going to have to come and steal it from you.
I think it's in. Oh, is it in here? I may have to step out and see if I have it in my other closet.
Because we also traded what we got from the Red Sox in the PV trade.
Was it that fireballer kid that we sent to Oakland?
Yes.
My dog's in front of the other closet, and she's really fat and old. I don't want to say. I'll just say it then. I have a autographed, by the way, Michael Johnson jersey.
Wow, it was good. Because speaking of Chris Sale trade, I'm not a fan of Chris Sale trade. Moncada's a bust.
Okay, we got more than just Moncada from that trade. You know that, right?
Yeah, I
was so mad. I was like cursing.
It's worth it though. Like when you're talking about rebuilding, you're like Chris Sale was not gonna win us a championship. Getting 4 players was totally worth it, especially when one of them is Moncada and the other one is Kopech. Like, okay, Moncada may not be a star, but his floor is so high that even if he doesn't pan out, he's going to be like decent. And Kopech is probably at his worst going to be like a very good reliever, and at his best is going to be a bona fide ace.
Okay.
Did you guys see that?
And then you also throw out Fasano, who's an elite defensive outfielder who's learning to actually hit now, who's still 3 years away. Like, you literally cannot comment on the Chris Sale trade for at least 3 more years. Like, seriously. You can't look at it until every player has reached their potential.
It's the smart move. Even if it doesn't pan out, it was still the smart move, in my opinion.
And you needed to get rid of that person. You hear people talking now about, Tim Anderson's becoming a team leader, and this guy's talking up, and Jose's becoming a leader, and all this stuff. That's because Chris Sale is gone. Chris Sale being a dickhead in the locker room is no more.
Yeah, Chris
that's
Sale
why it's
like a good leader. He was just like the best guy, so he was the leader. Like I would not want Chris Sale in this locker room at all. As much 100%. As maybe if we do bring him back in free agency, which I don't see happening still.
Literally no chance of happening.
I see like a 1% chance because like I'm pretty sure he hates the front office. Not a matter of just upset that they didn't do what he wanted them to do. But he was just kind of a dick, and honestly, there's no excuse for the jersey cutting incident, trying to fight the whole Royals roster.
But some are more high-headed.
Like, Chris Sale will still be my favorite player in the league until the day he retires. Like, I love Chris Sale. I love what he brings to the mound. I love his repertoire and his, like, crazy strikeout numbers. So I absolutely adore Chris Sale, but I think it was absolutely the right move at the right time. It just made sense.
Hopefully, it doesn't be a couple years. If I go back to the starter, I'm probably gonna let it go. You know what I mean?
I mean, we could just talk about how unlucky Moncada's actually been. Like, I think his BABIP has been like low. Like, he hasn't really got, and he's making insane contact this year.
I was gonna bring up his WOBA and his ex-WOBA. Like if
we want to do that, but did you see the whole how hard he's hit the ball in the 15 he's put in play? 9 of them are considered like hard hits, which would be like if he kept that pace would be historic.
Yeah, like he's literally it's a matter of the shift and legitimate unluckiness. He's hit 6 balls to the warning track, like crushed them, and it's just been to the track, like. He's having a bad year if you care about batting average. He's also
it's difficult because it's like we're 6 games in, and it's really easy to be this cynical, like really fast. Because like I've said this like several times, like in the group me, on Reddit, I'm already on the edge, and I know Michael's really skeptical as well. And I feel like that's just the nature of being a Sox fan.
I never expect anything for my teams to go right at this point after like growing up and the Bulls and the Bears just like kicked me in the balls like 20 times.
Right. Like when the other day Ben was like the White Sox are the best team I root for. I was like, fuck. True. I'm in the same position and we're terrible. The best team I root for is a 4th place team.
I mean,
maybe if everything works out, might be 500.
Yes, like super.
Bears could be 500 next year, so there's that.
Trubisky touchdown. All right, Bears. So Bears. So
you guys see trying to slide into that K Adams life.
Oh, Moncada is not clutch. Moncada is not clutch.
Moncada, you don't know what are you talking? Moncada had a walk off last year.
Hey, it was one time.
Yeah, but
only had one time, 2 opportunities.
I mean, come on, Gabe. He's had what, like 500 at bats? Like you can't say someone's not clutch in that short of a time. I mean, plus like when you class, you have to factor in like how many times he's actually had the opportunity to be the guy. Yeah, when he struck out the other day, that sucks, and he wasn't clutch because he didn't crank a walk-off bomb in the 10th. But I mean, come on. I mean, haven't they done like numbers on is clutch even a real thing?
Heat law, baby, smart baseball. I think it was more like 50 pages, and he talked about clutch. It's not real.
Clutch is not a real stat.
To me,
good hitters are
right
in high leverage situations.
Come on, Michael Jones clutch. Frank Hill is clutch.
Name those players who are clutch again.
Konerko, clutch.
Great player.
Konerko, very. Also, I don't think Konerko's really that clutch. I think he hit 1 big home run.
How about
05?
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Of course, he's clutch. Frank Thomas is a Hall of Famer. Of course, he's clutch.
Eric
Jeter is a Hall of Famer. Of course, he's clutch. David Ortiz is a Hall of Famer. Of course, he's clutch.
Did you say
Give me
Ortiz?
Wait, time out. You think that Ortiz is going to be a Hall of Famer?
Yeah. Oh no doubt about it.
No way.
Do you think he's going to have the same struggles of trying to get in as Martinez, or do you think he'll just get right in because he played for the Red Sox?
He's going to get right in, and then Martinez will get in the year after.
Ortiz
I think he'll in
right away, and Martinez has had to struggle, and he's one of the best DHs of all time.
Yeah, but Ortiz. Here's the difference. One of them
he doesn't play defense. He doesn't play defense. That's the whole part of the game.
One of them played in Seattle. One of them played in Boston. That's the only answer I have to give.
I mean, you didn't have a farewell tour for Edgar Martinez. Or maybe
the only reason you had a farewell tour for anyone was Mariano did it first.
Yeah, farewell tour is the best farewell tour I've ever seen. It's going to go on. I think, to be honest, all the steroid users, guess you Hall of Fame, and I'm still mad. It's Harold Baines. He was clutch. Harold Baines.
Harold Baines had his number retired by the White Sox.
Harold Baines.
This was it's like so bad.
Harold Baines, guess you should be Hall of Fame a long time ago. It wasn't for the injuries. And that was Van Kettle. Sorry, not Van Kettle. Joe Creedy. Joe Creedy was great.
Remember that one year that every 10th game Joe Creedy had a grand slam?
No, that was.
I don't think he would have been a Hall of Famer if he was healthy.
I don't think he would have been a Hall of Famer. I think he would be a 10-year starter.
He was great, man.
He was great, and that fucked up. And then Josh Fields. And he did nothing.
Josh Fields played the perfect game.
Yeah, he played the perfect game. That's it.
The only person who's ever hit a grand slam in the perfect game, and he played first base during that game.
Oh, yeah, for some reason. And AJ wasn't even catching, which is even.
No, wasn't it Ramon Santiago?
Astro.
Oh, at Osaka. Don Cooper was talking about the perfect game. He's like, "Who's that Hispanic catcher we had in that game?"
Ramon Castillo.
Oh, yeah. Are you not trying to get out?
I think Creedy could have been a great player if he stayed healthy. I don't think Creedy would have been a Hall of Famer.
No, you can never call someone a Hall of Famer until the numbers show it. Straight up.
Right. I feel like the thing about Hall of Fame is longevity. That's what is more than anything is longevity. Because you can have players who are the greatest in the game for 5 years. That doesn't mean shit if you don't do it for consistently.
I will say, Koufax only had 6 years where he was anything good, but he made the Hall of Fame because of those 6 years. But he also was there for 6 years where he wasn't great.
But he was also the best of all time for 6 years.
I agree. I'm just making a point to your point.
How about Minnie Minoso? How come he's not Hall of Fame? Minnie Minoso.
Minoso? I don't know. He can only get on every 4 or 5 years now because of how they redid the committees. But those committees, and I know they put 3 people in the Hall of Fame, they are built to not put people in the Hall.
That's ridiculous.
It's so tough to get someone into the Hall of Fame on those committees.
Banks should be Hall of Fame. And Minoso should be Hall of Fame. B. Pierce should be Hall of Fame. Pete Rose should be Hall of Fame. That's why I can't stand this.
Shoeless Joe should be in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose should not be in the Hall of Fame because he broke the rules. It's as simple as that.
How about Joe Jackson?
You would say the same thing for every steroid user?
Yeah.
That's Sosa.
I'm all right. As long as you go that way, that's fine. You can have
if you break a thing is so it's there are very explicit rules when it comes to gambling. I feel like there's more of a gray area when it comes to steroid users because they turn such a blind eye to the steroid users for such a long time. Right, but it's with the gambling aspect, they straight up are it doesn't matter if you gamble on baseball. I don't give a shit if you gamble on just your team winning. Which, come on, I feel like trying to say that Pete Rose only gambled on his team winning is such a horseshit statement. There's no way a gambler only picks that, and it's so even if that is true, it's still black and white, it's against the rules and it's a permanent ban, I'm still against it. Like, I get it.
I'm willing to guarantee he's going to die and they're going to put him in.
Probably.
I think so too. Is they're going to wait till he's dead?
I think they wanted to do the same thing with Marvin Miller, and Marvin Miller's family has told them to fuck off, which is pretty awesome.
I'm down with the steroid users if they are that good. I mean, it's hard.
I think
story of baseball
guys who
Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa.
well, here's the problem: if Bonds and Clemens go in, you can't really do they were going to go in anyways because
there's no way to know. People
right.
claim they have this start date of when Bonds started using, and I think that's insane.
Right, the mid
took steroids for Bonds every day. Let's talk about 2 cancers: McGuire and Sosa.
I'd still put Sosa in.
Those guys should not be been. They should be made for life. Sosa, McGuire, and Canseco should not ever be at the
Canseco.
Okay?
Canseco wasn't good. Even if his raw numbers, Canseco's not good enough to be in the Hall. With or without
Canseco should make the Hall of Fame. He should make the Hall of Fame purely for his AMA.
No,
yeah, it's insane. It's one of the most insane things I've ever read, and I read it maybe once a month.
I say his Twitter is basically my life. Like, me and my friend will send each other texts when he starts going off again because it's so good.
Guys, if we nuked the polar ice caps, based off my calculations, there would be 3 feet of water. Oh, okay.
Guys, I
makes sense.
Time travel. More on this later.
Yeah, so there was a question, guys, with Tim Anderson. It says, this Alex says, think Timmy is a 2020 guy this year?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I think Timmy will take the stat. He's still going to strike out a ton. I still don't think his average is going to be great. I think the keys for him are turning those hits into more than just a single, stealing more bases, and taking more walks. And he's done all of those so far.
I think he's going to be better than he was last year. I think emotional struggles are a lot more pertinent than a lot of people try to put on sports players. We try to treat them like they are this like basically robots. Like, oh, you should be performing at a level, and it's at the end of the day, they're humans and they're people, and they struggle through depression, anxiety, all those terrible things. And I think Tim will be better than he was last year. I don't trust him to be this superstar that when he first came up that people thought he was going to be, because I feel like he's still a very toolsy kind of guy. He's like that raw athletic kind of guy that doesn't really pan out to much.
I remember when he was pre-rebuild, I was like, if Tim Anderson's a bust, this team needs to rebuild. But at this point, he doesn't need to be a superstar. I think he can be a solid 4-win player because he was already a 2-point-something half a season.
But that was also he played really good defense that first season, and that is not.
I think Tim Anderson's the future. I think Tim Anderson is kind of party kind of. Last year he lost his friend. His best friend was like a brother. If his best friend and brother didn't die, I think Tim would be that better than shit. Tim is just.
I don't know what Tim would have done for that. Hold on, let me.
I think Tim would be that better.
I think he would have struggled still, though. Not as much as he did, but I think he still would have struggled.
I think Tim Anderson came. I think he came new manager. Remember?
Yeah, I think Robin wasn't the kind of guy for him.
I think so.
But yeah, his rookie year, Tim's defensive WAR was a 1.2.
Right.
Right now, I can't look at that anymore. Now, his offensive WAR was 2 his rookie year and 1.8 his second year. So, it was right there. It's just, and obviously it was double the time. But I'd hazard to say he's a 4-win player.
I think that his walks are going to go up. I think that's just going to be a natural thing of him developing. Like according to BB Ref right now, he's 25, so he's still a youngish guy, and I think like his internal struggles were probably a lot more because I think he came out and said that he was seeing a therapist and shit like that. So I think that is important, and I think if he's in a better place mentally, like just dealing with my own experiences, knowing that like when you're in a better place mentally, you do everything a little bit better and more accurate. And heaven forbid you have to play in front of 30,000 people. Granted, the White Sox don't draw that many.
Playing in front of 10,000 people who are all pissed at you for not doing your job well and are yelling
That's such a
months of your
right,
life.
Like I have 6 people at my firm, and if one of them is pissed at me, I don't do my job near as well, let alone 10,000 people.
Listen, Sox fans are nuts. There were like 20,000 fans. Cold weather, opening day. You know what I mean? They're nuts.
I wish I could have gone to that game. I should have flown in for that game. I could have done it. That would have been a hell of a game. I went to the Bears-Lions game this year. It was 30 degrees too. It was fine.
I was at the Bears game against the Browns.
I went to the Packers Vikings game this year. It was 0 degrees at game start.
Yeah, that's when people were going, it's too cold. Like, fucking stop. 6 months ago, you've been playing this game for the Bears. Like, don't act like that's what it is.
Right. Like, I had to wear jeans, sweatpants, snow pants, a sweater, my winter jacket, a hat, and my gloves to go to a game that finished, 16-0, and I stayed the whole fucking game. You can show up to a game that's 35 degrees.
I showed up to it in just my very heavy winter coat and jeans to watch our shitty fucking backup kicker miss an easy 30-yard field goal for the win against the fucking division rival Lions. Like, you can't fucking...
I was there too. Fuck you, Connor Barb. Don't fucking don't kick the damn ball. Pass the damn ball. I did post control in that game.
Mitchell looked so good in that fourth quarter, and then they fucking kicked it and we lost.
Don't kick the ball. Pass the ball. It's like saying they don't. It's like I was doing it yesterday. I could tweet that kind of buff kick. Kick him out. Caught him. And they cut him next time. I was doing a cold weather with Kevin John's last game. Bears Lions a couple years ago.
Hopefully, kicker's not an issue anymore with the Bears with Cody Parkey.
No, I think they'll be fine.
You know what I mean?
I'm just going to kind of give him
Gould, but it 100% made sense why they cut Robbie Gould.
Man, it's still hitters, man. Yeah, I don't want to go to the Bears game.
For those couple of years. And I'd rather have Cody Parkey than Robbie Gould, honestly, at this point. Though.
Wow.
Come on.
No, I get it. I the money you were giving Robbie Gould.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the way football works, like monetarily.
He was making
to be able to comment.
Better kicker in the league. Like, it was like 1.5, and he was making like 4.5.
All right. Speaking of Bears, basically what I had was Ken Butler and Robbie Gould.
What?
Yeah. It's back in baseball. I know he's top baseball, but I'm thinking about Tim Anderson. I think Tim Anderson's a feature. How about Avency Garcia?
Obviously, he's still
MVP.
I don't know about that. We'll see. He's hitting the too many double plays early in the year. I'd prefer if he was hitting 5th, honestly.
I'd rather the way
Avi.
I like Avi. He swings at a lot of pitches. Like,
yes.
I think he has like last year had like the highest swing percentage on pitches. But maybe I'm just an optimist on him. I think he could be decent though. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was last year because he had what, like a 400 plus, like
It was like a
BABIP.
He ended right on
Bad. But so like that was kind of the point I was going to go to was statistically that has to drop. Just like he can't hit like that again. His BABIP should still be higher because he hits the ball so hard.
Right, he obliterates the ball every time he makes contact.
But like, it doesn't. It still shouldn't be that high, which was kind of what I was going to go with Moncada, which is he's obliterating the ball, but right at people. Statistically, that has to change. It's the same thing, just the other way. It's positive and negative regression.
I think Moncada shouldn't be leadoff man. I think he should not be the official better end. He just got changed the order. Because
I think if people keep hitting the way they do, I want Timmy first, Moncada second,
Nah,
Abreu third.
Tim's OBP is way too shit to be first.
I like Tim at the bottom for now.
Yeah, me too. I think we should start with Abreu.
Right, I think Tim's a great 8 hitter.
I like Tim at the bottom.
I
do.
Yeah, I think just that's what I said. If he keeps going the way he is right now, that's right. Because I don't want Davidson hitting 4 the whole year, but if he keeps hitting home runs, that's fine.
Because I think I read somewhere that the ideal lineup is your weighted runs created plus in numerical order is the best the best lineup you can have in regards to creating, obviously winning the most games. So I haven't looked at all the Sox numbers right now. Again, small sample size. We're 6 games in. No way is Davidson going to continue to hit 320 this year. I seriously doubt Tim's going to hit over 3 this year. I think that'd be insane. But I think if I had to choose, I think Moncada would be ideally. I think he'd be a great 2 hitter because he walks a lot.
That's where I have his long term. I think he'll be the 2 hitter going.
If I don't know. I don't think we have a good person on our team right now to be an ideal leadoff. I think Adam Eaton would be a great leadoff, but obviously he's not still on the team.
We'll bring him back because he's hurt again. Don't worry.
How about going for minor leagues? I think right now, I think my minor leagues. I think we should have Saladino or Sanchez
in the minors.
No, when order, just give Yomar Sanchez.
Interesting to see Yomar leading off.
Do you guys? Lineup would be.
I don't know.
By way to run.
Saladino.
What was that?
Saladino.
Lineup would be if we went by runs created plus right now. Leading off, do you care if 2 catchers are in there, or do you want me to exclude the second catcher?
We'll put one of them as a DH.
Let's go. Okay, if you want to DH, Matt Davidson leading off.
Okay,
love it.
Second.
Yep.
Third. Abreu 4th. Leary 5th. Narvaez 6th. Avi 7th. Castillo 8th, and Engel 9th.
That's good.
Fucking Adam Engel. I am done with Adam Engel.
I am so excited for him to hit 2.
The amount of ground outs to third base he has is insane. Every single time he comes up to the plate, I'm like, all right, ground out to third. Got it.
Right. Scribbled down in the notebook.
Can we get this out?
Job.
All right. We're going to call Lewis Robert now. He's good. Lewis Robert.
All right. We got to wrap this up, Gabe, because I got
so,
work.
Me too. I was thinking in a show we talk about hitters. I think when we ended this up, this is could be talking too much baseball talks. I think we talk about needs, lit up. That's need. So the draft, and that's it.
Well, the draft,
whoever you draft's not going to be up here for a while.
You're
so
looking at 4 years before a guy comes up. So lead off doesn't matter through the draft.
Yeah.
Gabe, I want to know. Gabe, I want to know your opinion on the matchup for tomorrow, Fulmer versus Giolotto. You got two
yeah,
young guys who are matching up against each other, both with like immense like upside from already what they've proven. What do you think's going to happen?
All right. How we guys do predictions first? Then I talk about the matchups. We talk about matchup, then you guys make predictions. Then I make predictions, right? I think Giolitto's good. I'm hyped up Giolitto. So Giolitto's gonna pitch great. So your predictions tomorrow?
You go ahead first.
Gio, I got 6 innings, 2 earned runs. I'm gonna go 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Fulmer, I got him on a fantasy team, so hopefully he goes 6 innings, 12 Ks, and then we just light up the bullpen.
That garbage dude's gonna have like 10 of those Ks.
Okay. Perfect game tomorrow. Giolito's got a perfect game tomorrow.
All right, I'll take it.
If Giolito has a perfect game, I will buy you the jersey of your choice.
All right, no, good. I'm gambling, okay? I'm gambling. All right. Predictions? Who you got? Sox or Tigers?
I got Sox.
If I could tell you that, I'm betting on it.
I'm gonna go Sox 5, Tigers 3.
And you Bennett?
I couldn't tell you if I tried. I'll just ride along with Joe's predictions 5-3.
Damn, I like that 5-3. That seems like a decent scoring. Like we're not gonna probably light up Fulmer, and I don't. I'm gonna go 5-4. The bullpen scares us a little bit. I'm gonna say and
They've had a whole day off to rest.
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. I love the size. I love being optimistic side. Hope I'm thinking gamble, but Sox will score 10 runs. But here's the thing. If Jay doesn't get a perfect game tomorrow, we're gonna lose in the 9th inning. So I pick Sox. If Sox maybe score like 4 runs, make 10 runs, Detroit can win. So
I think that's
the Bullpen's in. Sox in trouble.
Game 10-8. I think that should be the plan for the season.
Yeah, but 10-8 if Bullpen fucking blows us. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We lose. That's how it is. The bullpen is. Bullpen blows.
All right. How about
thoughts, guys?
No, that's about it for me. I think I'm good. I think.
And you?
I do think. I had to pick one player to hit a homer tomorrow. Is it supposed to still be really cold?
Yeah.
I'll pick Davidson then because I think he's the only guy who's got the muscle to do it.
I'm going to do a sleeper pick and say Angle is the only one who hits a home run tomorrow.
Are we just doing home run? Give us any extra predictions we have.
You can pick anything you want.
I'm going to say Moncada has a 2-hit game, and Sox Twitter claims he's a superstar again, not the bust he is right now.
I will also make the bet that Joe Latham puts into the group meet. Who did they say was singing the national anthem?
I don't know. Hopefully Fergie.
I have a friend. She's a friend with the.
Wait, what did I say about someone singing the national anthem?
I don't know.
The opening day, you went, "Who the hell is singing the national anthem?" And I was like, "I don't know." They said recording artist.
Yeah, they were some chump with some sunglasses. That's all I remember. It was like cloudy as hell.
Yeah, my friend's friend. She's on the first pitch. She was a hockey team. The gold medal friend. A friend of my friend's friend is friends with a friend of mine. She's friends with the girl with USA hockey team. She's done her first pitch. That's crazy.
All right, Gabe. Starting now, I'm going to try my hardest. Whatever I have to do is to get you by the end of the year to throw out a first pitch.
I want to do a first pitch in the second. Nick, please.
Hashtag first pitch. We'll get it trending.
I don't think I know a bigger Sox fan out there right now than maybe it's tied between you and Hawk.
Oh, yes.
And so I think we could try this. So we'll see what happens if we get enough things working. You know, maybe if we get it trending, whatever. I would love to see you throw out a first pitch. I think it'd be awesome.
Gabe is the super fan that Sox Twitter deserves. We need him.
I'm a mascot. I'm a super fan.
Optimistic, but we have Gabe. He's keeping us grounded.
So I'm a super fan. I love the Sox. I love the Bears. I'm a super fan for years. So the media knows me. You still want to talk to super fan, that's me. So I'm a super Sox fan. I'm just like my outfit is
Hashtag Gabe White Sox first pitch.
Give me my first pitch, guys. My birthday, throw a first pitch. I want either Robin or Frank or Koneko. I'm catching the ball for me or aging. Ozzy for once.
You're aiming pretty high. How about like a Danny Farquhar? Maybe I don't know who catches them.
Avi? I'm picking Avi. I'm picking Avi.
It was
Derek Omar Narvaez.
Avi or Tim? Avi or Tim? Oh, Abreu.
It's probably like, oh man, like Tyler Saladino or something.
I'm picking Avi.
Oh yeah.
Go to the bullpen catcher's name.
This was the jersey I was wearing when that child came up to me and was like, "Who's your favorite Sox player?" And I was like, "Ultra utility man, Tyler Saladino."
Mine was Tim Henson. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this all up because that's time for me.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. This is for any lady who's watching this show right now. My boy Gabe is single. He is looking for a hot, young White Sox fan. Not too young, though. We're trying to keep it legal. If you're watching this, just so you know, Gabe is single, and he is ready to mingle.
Yes.
I also want to do a shout out. Shout out to Carolyn for putting up with Michael.
I think
good on you.
Michael.
Hey, are you?
I want to give a shout out to Bennett. No. Bennett works in the Raiders. So Bennett's trying to get me he's working hard, guys. All you Gabriel fans out there, Bennett is trying to get me to iTunes. So
it should. So if thing I read is correct, this should be up soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be up soon, guys. But you guys can help me. It's gonna be good stuff. My dreams for a TV show, radio star. This is cool, guys. I play a lot of cool stuff. I'm playing more cool guests, including the running committee in the future, guys. I'm gonna get a lot of guys that talk to in the committee, guys and committee stuff if you want to. But this is a Gabriel show. Thank you guys for good comments from Jeff. Said it's the best show in Chicago, guys. So I'm very happy. That's the best Chicago sports talk show in Chicago. Thank you guys for. I hope you're gonna get more guests in the future. I talked to Jordan. Sorry, talk to his name. To Sports Fan Forever. He's gonna try and join in next Friday. So try to get more other guests here. So if you're a fan of all the teams, if you're a diehard fan, come and join this hangout. This is what sports fans about. So that's my thoughts, guys. Please subscribe to this. Please follow us on Twitter and follow Shy Sex Fan Mike as well. So that's my thoughts.
He don't need any more. It's
no.
Okay.
He's already got
it. Guys. But non, we gone.